Welcome back. Welcome back to another installment of What the TLC.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Look, I know. I've done a lot of videos on TLC shows, but I can't help it. TLC is like the hyperspawn of television. They're just begging to be clowned on. And trust me, the show I'm going to talk about today is a layup. Back in March of 2023, TLC aired a show called Seeking Brother Husband. Now, by that title, I know what you're thinking.
What are you doing, step bro?
But it's not that. It actually plays off another TLC banger called Sister Wives, where women are gaslit into plural relationships by the Mormon religion.
The sacrifices that I made to love you, bruh.
But this show flips the script, and it's not a man who has multiple wives, but women who have multiple husbands. And they don't need no religious book to do it. They're working on a whole different level, guys.
I have 2 husbands who love me.
Call me crazy, but the whole thing about marriage seems to me like you're saying, see this one? I'm not sharing.
Call the police.
Now, I'm sure there are many patchouli sniffing, sex lotion rubbing, pineapple juice drinking people that are totally down with this whole thing. But you wouldn't know it by watching this show, because there's a lot of people in these relationships that are clearly not happy.
I was watching my partner fall for another man right before my eyes.
You're okay with her sleeping with other men?
Most of the time.
I didn't think I was going to be swapped out.
And that brings us to the subjects of today's video, Mike and Elisa.
I'm Elisa,
I'm Mike.
and we've been married for almost 4 years.
All right, stop. I gotta do a trauma warning here for the fellas, because what you're about to see this man go through is brutal. All right, let's go.
Mike and I met at a music festival. I think I knew Mike was the one. I kind of knew right away. Like, I could talk to him about anything. Like, everything just felt easy.
And then I met Elisa, and I was like, oh, like I think she's the one like who I can see myself like wanting to marry and like be with long term. Yeah, this is a real thing.
Haha, now did you catch that? When Elisa speaks, it's very confident, very sure of herself. When Mike speaks, it's almost as if he's trying to say the right thing in the presence of the other person.
Yeah, this is a real thing.
It's very important for context.
Our personalities are pretty opposite, but in like the best ways. I'm a social media manager.
And I'm a mechanical engineer.
This is more your speed.
Oh, nice. Why don't you just call him a carousel riding pussy, Elisa?
I'm definitely a little more rigid, a little more structured, less spontaneous. And Elisa's pretty much the exact opposite. Very in the moment.
Yeah.
Wears her emotions on her sleeve.
Oh.
Look at that. Oh.
Mike is partner number 1. Partner number 2 is hopefully on the way.
Partner number 2 is hopefully on the way. Look at Mike. You can tell he loves to hear that. The only thing that should be hopefully on its way is Mike's divorce lawyer.
If you and your spouse hate each other like poison and want to get out of the hellhole you call a marriage, you've come to the right place.
Do you want to come help me?
Yeah, let me just break out Alcatraz.
Okay, what's with the cage? It looks like Mike gets crated when she goes out.
Polyamory is when somebody has multiple intimate relationships.
Is this for me right here?
That one's yours.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Polyandry is when a female has multiple husbands.
Multiple husbands.
Help me!
That's something that Mike and I are like really looking for.
Check the video, Elisa, because I think that's what you're looking for, but I'm not convinced that's what Mike's looking for. Now you might ask yourself, why would this seemingly blissfully happy couple be seeking this kind of relationship in the first place?
As soon as we met, it was like we were inseparable.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'd fallen in love.
Well, let's spill the tea.
That's why I had such like a struggle, like when, you know, I met that guy line dancing.
Come on, pretty baby, let's do the shimmy slide.
I cheated on Mike while we were dating. not because I was unhappy with our relationship.
Really? Because I thought being happy in a relationship is the thing that keeps you from cheating.
But because I just had this really intense connection with somebody else.
Bullshit. Let me translate this, okay? You went line dancing and you got horny for the guy you were line dancing with and you f***ed him. And listen, I don't want to shit on Mike here, but I can understand you might be looking for something else. Mike kind of has a confidence problem.
Yeah, I think we'd fallen in love.
So much so that he'll do anything to stay in a relationship with this cheater, including letting her have pinch hitters.
We both established that we wanted to continue our relationship.
Yeah.
I'd ask myself a lot of questions. Do I want to stay with her to pursue multiple partners? Or do I want to break up with her? I decided to stay with her and just grow from there.
Oh my God. Look, I'm no body language expert, okay? But this is not a man who's happy with his wife having other husbands. This is a guy who got friend-zoned by his own wife and is clinging on to the relationship like grim death.
It's not something that like most couples do.
But it's working for us.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? Is that your problem?
After Elisa goes to her mother's house to take pictures for her new dating profile.
Why can't you just be satisfied with Mike? He's a good guy.
I want to find somebody who's like the opposite of Mike.
Okay.
She decides to show it to Mike.
First, do you want to see my profile?
Your dating profile?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this thing. Okay, remember that picture?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a great picture.
She put one of her wedding photos on her dating profile, which is just f***ing disrespectful if you ask me.
Intimacy and a deep connection are very important to me. If you can't go deep, no pun intended, then this isn't going to work out.
Yes, well, by all means, do not respond unless you're willing to go deep.
Go deep.
On my wife.
Okay, but that's funny, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's clever. It's funny. I like it. It just caught me off guard.
This is so f***ed up. Honestly, you should cut Mike loose. Obviously, you're looking for something different. I mean, you even said you're looking for somebody who's the total opposite of Mike.
I want to find somebody who's like the opposite of Mike.
You should cut him loose because he's not going to do it. He's going to hang on to this relationship like Indiana Jones behind the truck in the first movie. But not only that, you continue to torture him by showing him your dating profile.
A big part of dating, if you want to go that route, is putting up a profile and just meeting other people there. To me, that's not a big deal. You know, that's something that we've accepted that we are going to do.
I hear the words coming out of your mouth, Mike, but I can't get over the fact that you look like you're saying all this stuff at gunpoint.
I think that like if I found somebody that I really like and start to see like regularly and become serious with, do you think you'd want to meet them?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't think that would be hard? To see me holding hands with somebody else or like kissing someone else?
She knows the answer to this question. That's why she's asking it. She's got to be thinking, how far can I push this f***ing guy?
I mean, yeah, I guess it wouldn't be easy, but
Yeah.
talking about Elisa seeing her dating other men is one thing. Actually, like physically seeing her with someone else is going to be a bit of a challenge and a bit different.
Bit of a challenge and a bit different. Watching your wife kiss another dude. Are you abusing your prescription medication, Mike?
I've never actually experienced that yet. We haven't really gotten to that point. You know, that kind of opened up a whole new bag of emotions, a little more jealousy, more uncertainty. Kind of have to keep reminding myself, like, this is what we wanted.
Sure, that's what you both wanted, Mike. And Santa and the Easter Bunny are real.
I guess what were the rules that we had established again?
So originally one was that like our bed is our bed. Mm-hmm. No one else sleeps in our bed.
Mm-hmm.
Good rule.
And I mean, now that we have 2 bedrooms, that's like, you know, not so much of an issue.
What the fuck? No problem. I'll just lay here in bed reading the periodical while you and the next guy you meet line dancing are banging away in the spare bedroom.
Yeah, I thought we just wouldn't. There was like no bringing anyone back to the apartment. I don't want to use our second bedroom. It's just another, like a place for Elisa to have sex with someone else.
Mike, are you paying attention? She's not looking for a booty call that she could in the car or maybe in the bathroom at the line dancing place. She's looking for a husband that's gonna move into the second bedroom. No! After posting her dating profile, it's not long before Elisa lines up a date.
Oh, look at you. Looking great.
Thanks.
So, who are you going out with?
His name is Isaac.
Okay. Yeah, how'd you meet this guy?
On the dating app.
So, does he know you're married?
Yeah, it's on my profile.
Okay. You made that loud and clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the first thing on my profile.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, that's good though, because you want to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Is it good though? I mean, when guys see that you're married on a dating app, they figure no matter what else you say, you're looking for a quick house cleaning, you know what I mean?
So what did you like about this Isaac fellow?
He's like very creative and like that's how he makes a living is like through his painting. So, he's like, seems like he's the opposite of you.
Holy shit, she said it right to his face.
He's the opposite of you.
I hope that doesn't damage your sense of self-worth there, Mikey.
Kill me now!
I'm a little concerned about her going out. Feelings of jealousy and insecurity will definitely get triggered when she goes out and dates.
Okay, here we go.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. You must be Isaac.
I am. You must be Elisa.
Yes, I am.
Strike one, man bun.
So nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Good. How are you?
Good. Can I get you anything?
I'll go with the session.
All right, be right back with that.
I thought you were going to ask him for wine.
This is Isaac, a tool, and his preconceived notions about women. Not only does he assume you're gonna order wine at a brewery, but he's got this nasal thing going on.
She's a sweet girl, nicely dressed, love her hair, love her vibe. What do you seek in a partner?
That's a tough one. I'm not looking for a physical type, but I'm looking for like a personality type.
Like what?
Definitely someone who is
anything with a pulse. That is more exciting than my fucking NPC of a husband.
Open-minded.
Okay.
Someone who really likes to have fun but is also like really self-aware.
You could stop describing me.
I'm a gangster. I'm a straight up G. The gangster life is the life for me.
He's an artist. He's a painter.
He's a greasy ass boy.
He seems spontaneous and free, and Mike is not like that.
It was difficult dealing with the jealousy and insecurity, but at the end of the day, like I still am happy for her, and this is what we're both trying to pursue. So for me to like not want her to find love and feel that joy,
yeah, boy, work on that revenge bod, Mikey.
I feel like there'd be insecurity there driving that. So at the end of the day, like I'm happy for her living out this lifestyle that we've both chosen together.
No, Mike. If there was ever a time to be appropriately jealous and insecure, it's when your wife is on a date with another man.
Is sex part of the factor in seeking other partners? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in an orgy? Would you be interested in like doing something with your husband involved with another date?
Isaac talks a lot about sex.
Yeah, not entirely Isaac's fault, by the way. Even though he looks like a 1970s chicken hawk, it's fair to assume when a married woman posts on a dating site, she's looking for boom boom.
Have you ever dated someone who already has another partner?
I've never dated someone who had another partner, but I've definitely had sex with women who've had partners.
Yeah. I am looking for like a more serious relationship, and I don't feel like Isaac is looking for the same thing.
Could it be it's because what you're asking for is kind of insane? For a guy to come in off the bench and sub in for husband number one? That's a tall order, Elisa.
Oh, look who's back.
Mm-hmm.
How was your day? Sounded a little more eventful than mine.
Yeah. So I went on that date.
Tell me about it.
Sometimes you go on a first date and it's like, great.
So you want a boyfriend and a husband.
Why not?
Yeah.
And other times you go on a date and it's like, not so great.
Ball sweat! Anus liquor!
So then I was like, oh, okay, so I'm married, but I'm looking for multiple relationships. And he was like, oh, okay, you want to have sex with people. And it was like,
yeah.
No,
That's what most people say.
I mean, yes, but no.
I mean, like, yes, but no. Come on. I mean, what did they say? You could put a silk hat on a pig, but it's still a pig.
I mean, yes, but no.
But man, it's kind of more just like a friends with benefits thing.
Yeah,
And then-
which is fine.
Look at him tilt his head like a dog trying to process what they just heard.
The goal is not friends with benefits, but that could happen.
I'm not 100% sure how I'd feel about that.
Okay, for those of you that are keeping track, Mike is okay with his wife having close, intimate, husband-style relationships with other men, as long as it's not in the same house he is. But he's not okay with his wife having friends with benefits. What is it, Mike? What are you okay with, Mike? What are you okay with, bro?
Mike's just not fully getting what I'm trying to say right now. And it is concerning. Having multiple partners, that kind of lifestyle just doesn't work if we can't be on the same page.
Elisa, same page? You're reading War and Peace. He's reading Green Eggs and Ham. The struggle is real, and Elisa meets up with a friend to talk about her situation.
Here it is. I don't know why. I'm like, why is that weird to show you? It's not
Share
weird.
profile with my partner. You can say that?
That's mostly for like people who are like, oh, we are looking for like a third partner to have all three of us be partners together. Whereas Mike and I are strictly heterosexual. I'm looking for another man and he's never gonna play with Mike.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you have your wedding photo on here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm never gonna think that's okay. And her good friend asked the tough and obvious question.
Have you guys talked to your parents about meeting other people?
Yeah. My parents have been like super open-minded, super understanding. It's been great.
Okay.
But it's been a whole other thing with Mike's mom. Mike's mom was really worried that like I was just like pushing him into this because it's something that I wanted and that he felt forced into it.
Yeah, you think? I mean, just look at Mike's reaction to things. It's kind of hard to think otherwise.
I'm not 100% sure how I'd feel about that.
And Mike hooks up with the bros. Get a little bro sauce, get a little man energy perspective on this whole thing.
So, what's going on with you and Elisa? Are you guys, are you still happy with the decision that you guys made?
I think so early on, we're still trying to figure out exactly how this is gonna play out. But now it's been some time, and I actually feel like we're very happy with it.
This is Mike's friend Chris, and he's a ride or die homie. He's just looking out for his buddy. He just wants to make sure that he's not covering up for his cheating wife because he's afraid of being alone.
I thought it was just complete bull, to be honest. I thought they were covering up for a mistake that she had made. Did you make this decision for, because you wanted to stay with Elisa, or because you didn't want to admit that failure, because, you didn't want to be alone again?
I think, maybe the thought of being alone.
Yeah.
That's always a scary feeling.
Right. I guess just want to make sure you're not giving her an out. And that it's really, truly this is what you want.
I can't say that this isn't working because I feel like we are both better people for it. Defending Elisa and sharing our story can be pretty tiring, but I don't want Elisa to be made the villain. I hope that they think I'm authentic and believe what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they don't though, Mike. They don't believe what you're saying. Nobody believes what you're saying. Your wife, I don't even think she believes what you're saying. But she doesn't give a shit. I think only you believe what you're saying. And I'm not even sure of that. So they decide to do the thing and get the families together and talk about Elisa's desire to be wanting to have many dicks. Sorry. Talk about Elisa wanting to have many husbands. Polyandrous.
Multiple husbands.
Polyandrous.
So beautiful. Depending on what exactly happens.
Morning, fam. How y'all doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Good. Welcome.
Mike's mom is here. My parents are here. We're gonna go on a little wine hike, learn a little bit about wine and the property, and then we're finally going to address our relationship. We're finally gonna have a conversation.
It's crazy to me that she's so hyped about this conversation. Her own parents are kind of meh about the whole thing.
I couldn't see myself
in that type of relationship. And I have my hands full with one woman.
Mike's mom f***ing hates it.
When my mom first heard about our plural relationship lifestyle, she was shocked and definitely not happy about it.
Let's see what happens.
Cheers. I can't really. So beautiful.
So I think what I really wanted to do was just go back to the very beginning of how all of this started, how, Lisa and I decided she would seek multiple partners.
Yeah, I don't know all the details. I don't know the whole story, so. I found out via social media that Mike and Elisa had changed their relationship status. Elisa would post things about dating other people, and I became very concerned at that point.
Oh, shit. Mike's mom found out via Facebook? I didn't know that. All right, let's go.
I didn't quite understand what was going on, and we didn't really talk that much about it, to be honest. He just kind of confirmed it. But I don't know why he chooses to live this way if that's the way she chooses to live her life. I don't understand.
To give you a little bit of context, so I was going out line dancing, and our roommate at the time had there was this guy that she really wanted to talk to. And I was like, okay, well, I'll go talk to the friend, and then you can talk to him, and then we'll slowly so I was gonna wing woman for her. Mm-hmm. And so I start talking to the friend, and it's just this immediate connection. And I've only felt that twice in my life. Once with Mike. Oh no, now I'm getting emotional.
This is utter bullshit because happily married women don't cosplay as single women to wingman for their other friend. Unless they want to be single and are looking for some strange, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've only really felt that twice in my whole life, and the first time was with Mike. But then the second time was with this guy.
This guy? Really? The connection was so intense that he's gone right now. So now Mike has to deal with this guy. It could be the bank teller. It could be the dude at the grocery store. It could be the dude at the gym. Mike, hold on.
I'm sorry, I think it's justified cheating sometimes. How can you justify you're married? How can you go out with another person?
Facts.
As long as it's consensual and all parties are in agreement and happy, why is that wrong?
What's your definition of consensual? Mike is clearly struggling with this every fucking step of the way.
Why do we have to limit ourselves to the amount of love we have in our lives?
You don't have to limit your love, but you can control yourself and not date other people.
Okay, when you commit yourself to a monogamous relationship, that's what you do. You commit. If you can't commit, you get the f*** out. What you don't do is drag your soy boy f***ing simp husband through an adulterous lifestyle. That's just wrong in so many ways.
She still thinks this is about having sex, but it's not. It's about building a connection and a relationship with another person.
Yeah, categorically, that's way worse than just sex. Like a couple of felons. Before this meeting, Mike and Elisa sat down and talked about what they were going to say, just so, they could get their stories straight.
I want to have a conversation around why Elisa and I decided she would seek multiple partners. Let's talk about how we want to approach talking to my mom.
Yeah.
What exactly we want to talk about.
Yeah.
I feel like we should go in with a general game plan so we're not just kind of all over the place.
Yeah. I think you need to make it very clear to her that, this really is something that you want. Mm-hmm. And I think you're going to have to stand up for me and defend me.
Yeah, why is that, Elisa? Are you doing something wrong, maybe?
I'm going to have your back for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to answer all my mom's questions, and I want to, anything that she's concerned about or worried about, I want us to address.
Yeah.
If my mom asks us, some tough questions, I don't want us getting, angry and defensive.
Yeah.
But we could explain ourselves,
yeah,
calmly.
Yeah.
Without being defensive or aggressive.
You know how I get. When I get passionate about something, I get loud and it can...
I knew it. When she gets mad, she gets psycho. No wonder Mike is so afraid of her.
That's fine. You can be passionate, but there's a fine line between passion and anger.
Anger.
And being oh no, this is how we want to do it. Screw you. I don't care what you think.
Now, what they didn't talk about, the whole reason I rehashed that, is they didn't talk about children. And that comes up.
Then once kids get in the picture, you don't think about other things.
That's right.
We've talked about it too. Kids is a huge commitment. You know.
Well, kids is something we don't want.
I mean, kids aren't 100% out of the question.
What was that? What'd he say?
Oh, yeah. You f***ed up, Mikey.
No,
Yeah.
kids are out of the question.
Oh. I don't want kids anytime soon, but maybe if we do, then maybe.
No. No.
Okay. I guess you changed your mind, apparently.
No.
Bringing up kids, you f***ed up.
I made a mistake bringing up the whole kids issue. Added more tension and confusion to a situation that was already tense enough.
The whole point of this conversation with his mom was to show her that, like, we are on the same page about our relationship. And so bringing up the kids thing made the whole thing, like, very confusing. And yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, well, maybe Mike brought it up because he actually wants to have kids. But I don't know how he's going to do it in this relationship.
The only time is going to really be able to tell us, like, how this conversation really has, like, affected our relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I felt like she didn't believe you. Like, when we were all talking, I do not feel like she believed you.
Nobody believes him because he's full of shit.
I feel like it's hard for her to accept because it's something that she doesn't think is right, and she doesn't want her son doing something that she doesn't think is right.
All right, well, good luck with all of that, Mikey. That's all I got. Until next time, I'll see you next time. Until next time, blah, blah, blah. Peace.
Yes, I am a nerd, bookworm, I'm studious. From my cerebral cortex to my gluteus. Back in kindergarten, I aced my college entrance exam. Now, I'm no rocket scientist, but wait, I am. When I pour my alphabets, I get nothing but straight A's. My retainer and headgear connect to a back brace. I got a pocket protector. I broke my